2. Today, I will be doing a mid-taper tutorial on my client. It's coming in 5 minutes, so without further ado, why don't we just get right into it? Alright, so I got my client in the chair. I'm gonna show you guys how to do a mid-taper. Quick and clean. And easiest way to do a mid-taper, okay? So first things first, you wanna not grab the hair, but you wanna comb the hair upwards and section the hair where the occipital bone is. So basically, the occipital bone is the bend of the head, which is right here. You can use your comb to feel it out, but once you found it, that's where your section is, separating the top from the side, which is what you want to fade. I'm gonna comb all the hairs down, make sure everything's nice and easy to work with. And you want to feed the clipper into the comb like this. Start open, just so you don't get rid of too much hair, and just feed it there. Now don't be scared, you're using the 1.5 guard, so you can go a tiny bit high. It won't cut too much, especially if you're using it open. What you really want to aim for here is where the C cup is. The top part of the C cup is where you want the bulk to be. Take off that 1.5 guard. You get your clipper, no guard. Flick it closed, and just go straight in. First guideline, and flick out once you hit the open guard. If you see any spots, play with the lever. This is the rough draft. Okay, this is where the fading really starts. Get your trimmer, bolt all of this out. Once you master the clipper closed and then flick it open and start fading, instead of using the trimmer to just make that guideline, putting in the reps, your freehanding will get a lot better. It's like doing a push-up. You can't gain muscle doing one push-up. You gotta keep doing those push-ups. You wanna get your trimmer and bolt out that foil shaver line. Just because it might be too hard to get the clipper line out. Once you've done that, grab your clipper, closed, and then open again. The second time, one and a half guard, flicking out. Not really flicking out, but just hovering over, like this, hovering over all the hairs. Get a bit behind the ear here. One guard. So this is my first time using the one guard. I haven't used the half guard. And this is just, this line here is the half guard. And this little dark area here is for the one guard, which I'm gonna hit now. Lever closed. As a beginner, I recommend to use open as soon as you're using a new guard, just in case you cut too much hair. But as you become more experienced, you kind of know how long the hair is for the guard. So the half guard is now on. Close, and just above that line, flicking out. Play with the lever. is now basically done. But if you do see any dark spots, like right here, you can hit them. But those steps are basically the foundation of a fresh fade. And then after that is just detail work. So what I did on that side, I basically repeated on this side, but didn't record it. So now we're going to trim the hair. This is where the crown is, and also the point where the head, starts to bend. So what you want to do is just get your comb and make that line there. Bring all that hair down. Do it again if you have to. That's the section there. Second section. Yes, all of this we will not be cutting. You want to make your profile section. So by doing that, show everything straight. 2 fingers right in the middle. So from there, grab these sides, bring it down. Same on the other side. Bring it down. So this middle part is your profile section. Be your guide to what you're gonna cut. He only wants a tiny trim. As you can see, his old barber put a bit uneven there. Ask him how much you want to cut.
Minimal.
Minimal? Okay, we'll go as minimal as possible. Since this is the lowest point, this doesn't really count. This is gonna be the most minimal we can get it. So right there, chop there. Next section. So that first cut that we made is going to predict the whole trim. This hair is a bit uneven, so we'll be doing less cutting, more evening it out. Come it all onto one side. Make sure everything's nice, straight, and organized. This is the second profile section. Grab that piece of hair. And you can see, since we've cut the middle there, this will be longer. So we just connect that. Bring that down, grab your second section. And just keep doing this until you reach the fringe. What you want to do now is comb this side down, and then that first profile section you want to keep, and just bring this side down here, and then this side over, so that you will have the canvas, or not the canvas, but the first profile section to see what you have to cut. Again, the middle section was already cut, if you can see. And these hairs that are not cut will have to match to the first profile section. Yeah. So it is pretty simple. And you just do this all the way down the head. This is the foundation of the whole haircut. The fade is what the haircut makes it look good. But cutting the hair really is the foundation. Once you've done all of that, I like to bring all the hairs up and just check if everything's even. I can see that is a tiny bit longer than everything else. So just snip that. Bring that down, grab all the hairs behind it up. Check if it's even. That's pretty even to me, so I'll leave that. This hair here is just hanging. Just trim that. It's pretty even. There's like a little hair here, so I'll just get rid of that. And now the sides, you can see it's hanging on top of the fade. I'm gonna grab it, check where the fade starts. It starts right there. Check all of this. You can see that sits right on top of it. the mullet. Again, you want a point cut while angling down so that it flows nicely. So once you've done the top and once you've done the sides, this is the fringe. He wants to keep it minimal. So basically the fringe will just be evening it out. Even this side is a bit shorter, so that will be our starting point. We'll cut all those heads there. Coming down, making sure it's all even. Once you've done that, comb everything down. Check if it all falls evenly. If it does, you're good to go. That is a mid-taper tutorial done. Show you guys a little montage of the haircut. That's how you do the mid-taper. Alright guys, done with the haircut. Bless this guy up.
Shebang.
Shebang. But, ready to end the video. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. My other tutorial will be right here, and my day in life will be right here. So, tune in. Thank you very much for watching.